Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Vlog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you're doing well. And today I actually just got home and was able to watch just a little bit of the Mandalorian stream, and I am very, very excited. I know that Jeremy is live streaming over on the Geeks and Gamers channel right now, so I want to give a huge shout out to him and the entire Geeks and Gamers crew. Anna and Jesse are still over there as well because they've been covering all this stuff. They're still live streaming all this stuff. They were told to take down their live stream when they were actually live streaming the Mandalorian panel, because apparently there's some footage that is not allowed to be released to the public just yet. So they actually got even more access. They got even more of a first look than even I was able to get from the basic, the bootleg essentially that was put on YouTube that I was able to see. But holy crap, man, it just looks fantastic. And actually, I have this up right here. This is from the official Star Wars site. The official Star Wars stream. And as you can see right here, one of the things that I think is most exciting about this is the fact that they are using practical effects. The fact that they are doing everything they can to go back to old school modeling and practical effects. Like, seriously, looking at this shot right here, obviously it's a little bit hard to see, but basically what it is, it's a ship, it's a model ship on essentially almost like a gimbal-esque platform, and it's basically trying to emulate what a ship's movement would actually be. And apparently, based on the footage that I saw from here, was that they actually went back and watched the originals to see how the original actual ships flew and the flight patterns and all this stuff. So they did so much research for this, and you can just tell from just everything that Jon Favreau was saying, and of course, you had Dave Filoni right next to him. Seriously, seeing those two together on stage was freaking awesome. It was so cool to see that happen, because Dave Filoni, and I have a whole other video that I'm make about Dave Filoni, why he should be the one running Lucasfilm right now, because that dude knows what's up. But just seeing everything that they're going to be doing with this, seeing all the different directors that are going to be working behind the scenes. I know that everyone can be, critical of a Bryce Dallas Howard, again, not really having any really directorial background, getting into the industry because of family. I understand that that's definitely a legit criticism. But you also have people like Taika Waititi. You also have people like Dave Filoni. It's really going to be great to see Dave Filoni actually be able to direct live action and to really see just how this, spiritual successor to George Lucas, as a fan of his, said at the Dave Filoni, Rebels Remembered panel just from yesterday that I was able to live stream, and which is so true. The words are so true. It's gonna be great to see what the spiritual successor to George Lucas is gonna be able to actually do with live action. We've already seen what he's able to do with animation. We've already seen what he's gonna be able to do with so many of these things that he's got going on. But to see him on this show with everything that the show looks like, seriously, the look looks fantastic, the tone looks great, everything that we're learning about it seems to be awesome. I think they got the right actors. Again, I know that many people have shared with me saying, oh, but he said all these political things. And yes, guys, unfortunately, many of these actors in Hollywood are definitely liberally progressive. And the reason why I point out some and call out some over others is because there are some that definitely cross the line. Brie Larson being a great example of that, because she called out an entire group of people saying, oh, it's not made for you. Really, you really haven't seen anything else happen from that, and you really haven't seen Pedro Pascal do the same thing, or at least not to the same level. With all that being said, though, everything here looks fantastic. The modeling, going back to roots, going back to the old school way of doing this filmmaking. This is the reason why I was telling this to Jeremy, I was telling this to everybody on one of the streams, that I really do think and believe that Disney is going to be focusing more so on The Mandalorian and more so on all of their streaming service stuff than they're going to be actually on Episode 9. Episode 9 is going to get a decent push. Obviously it's still Disney, and they're going to put the machine behind it, and they're going to want to make sure that movie makes money. I would say that it's very likely that you could see a similar thing happen with with Captain Marvel, where they just put it in every theater, they put it in all the formats, and basically guaranteed it to get a lot of money. I could see them doing the same thing. Based just on the initial trailer, based on the initial feeling around the room, I could see the film making around $1.1 billion. Obviously, I think there's definitely a scenario where it brings in under $1 billion, but once again, we're dealing with some people who are going to see in this because it's the normies. Having Skywalker in the name is no matter how you spin it, is going to have people going, even though many of us who know this, who know what they're trying to do, have looked at the footage of Kathleen Kennedy, who's basically said, oh yeah, the title is, basically means nothing, is essentially what she said. We're able to look at that, and we know that they're using that as clickbait. We know that they're using that to try to get fans, to try and get people back in. And that might work for the normies. That might work for the people that haven't been following this stuff, that have not been seeing all the nonsense that people like Pablo Hidalgo and the Story Group and all the people like Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy have been doing and saying behind the scenes. Obviously they'll try and, kind of put that on the back burner. But this is actually really exciting. I'm going to be honest. This is actually really exciting. This has me excited for Star Wars. It really does. I mean, I was already excited back during the Rebels panel because Dave Filoni, seriously, if you've never seen an interview with Dave Filoni talk about Star Wars, the man knows his stuff. The guy loves Star Wars. He has a passion for it. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to create beautiful stories, beautiful character arcs, and also how to really put in place all these great animation types. To have him and Jon Favreau connected on this series, I cannot freaking wait to see the episodes directed by Dave Filoni, because I think they're going to be fantastic. But guys, have you seen this? Did you actually get to see the Mandalorian panel? I know that there were a couple live streams going on. I know they're trying to shut down most of them, but if you got to see some of it, let me know your thoughts on the footage. Also, of course, what they were allowed to show with obviously the modeling, which is just so cool. Seriously, I love practical effects so much. You guys know I'm a CGI nut. I hate when CGI is overused, when it doesn't have to be. The fact that they went in and were able to do, I mean, with the technology today, they were able to do 3D printing of these amazing models that look fantastic. I cannot wait to see the look and feel of this, because instead of getting just a crappy, low budget CG ship flying around, we're going to get actual models that are going to look so much more realistic, which obviously have a CGI background with space and everything, but it's a lot easier to convey that than to convey that on a ship as well, even in the most, CGI heavy films and the most technologically savvy films today. Still a problem, still not able to really be able to cross the barrier to make things look realistic. But guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Gonna be making a lot more Star Wars videos. I obviously have a lot of footage from my time over at Star Wars Celebration, have a lot of ideas to talk about. Gotta talk about my boy Dave Filoni, because seriously, I got to listen to the guy twice. I got to hear him be interviewed twice, and just to hear him for about almost an hour combined, it just really does remind me just how great he knows Star Wars. And Jon Favreau, based on what I saw from this panel, he knows Star Wars too. He loves Star Wars, and he's obviously wanting to take this show into new depth. And this is the show, and this is the reason I think what we're going to see is we're going to see The Mandalorian take front and center stage, because guess what? They want to push that streaming service. They're going aggressive with the $7 a month, with like less than $5 a month if you almost like a little over $5 a month if you buy the whole year. They're trying to really push that. They're going to put a lot into The Mandalorian, money-wise, promotion-wise, etc. And also, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are going to tell me, if you're going to ask anybody who had seen this panel and seen the episode 9 panel and were to poll them, which one are they more excited for, I would bet you dollars to donuts that more people would say that they're more excited for this. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I might actually even make a poll for this video. Let me know in the poll. Click the eye above my head and vote in the poll. Which are you more excited about, The Mandalorian or episode 9? Please let me know, and also let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, smash the like button, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. You're all amazing, beautiful people. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.